Welcome back to the channel. Today let's dive into the topic that's important to me and should be to you, especially if you travel a lot, and that's the importance of maintaining a healthy lifestyle while traveling, which I call this episode Mauritius Fitness Escapade. What you just saw was me shopping at a grocery store for foods to hopefully last for the week. The grocery store near my apartment was closed, so I had to get a ride to another grocery store a little bit further out. And this is why it's good to know people, hopefully if you stay longer than a week wherever the place you're at, because they can do favors for you. And while shopping at this grocery store, I saw seeded grapes, which is very hard to find in grocery stores in the US. And even when I was in South Africa, I didn't see any. I saw seedless, but seeded was very hard to find, but not here in Mauritius. But if I can't find seeded and I have no option, then I'll get seedless. It's no big problem with me because I know any fruit seeded or seedless is better than candy or donuts. The only problem with these grapes is that they're from Italy, and now you're probably wondering, well, what's wrong with Italy? Well, nothing is wrong with the country Italy, but since Mauritius is an island, and it's not like Italy is close to Mauritius, the export and import time frame is not good. The distance is too far, therefore once the fruits arrive here in Mauritius, the shelf life is not long for a consumer. Once I opened this container and I flipped the grapes around, I noticed like a vinegar-like smell and a little bit of visible mold. So I was kind of pissed, but I was able to eat the top portions of the grapes. It's very easy to get caught up in the excitement of exploring a new country and forgetting about your personal health. But however, eating and regular exercise is crucial not only for your physical well-being, but also for enhancing your travel experiences no matter where you go. I always tell people it's called health and fitness. The health and nutrition part comes before the fitness. It's not the other way around. Get your health and nutrition in place and then start your fitness journey. You can't go to the gym 5 days a week and out the 5 days you go to McDonald's twice out the 5. You got to have discipline, which most people don't. They have the microwave instant mindset that body transformation happens overnight or in a week. It takes months, even maybe up to a year, depending on your discipline to see the results you desire. And I know for some it's kind of hard to develop this discipline of going to a gym on a daily basis, but hopefully by the end of this video, you have some type of motivation and also you'll gather some information. But if you do have the discipline and the self-motivation, then you really wouldn't need a personal trainer. But if you lack those two, then yes, go ahead and get a personal trainer just to help you out along the way. But I'm pretty sure once you start getting into health and fitness, you won't need that personal trainer anymore, because by then you will be accustomed to the foods that your body responds to the most, and you will know more about the health part of your fitness journey, which is more important than exercising and going to the gym. And with me, when it comes to staying active on the road, it is kind of challenging because of flights, and when you go to a new country, you might not know the city as well. So it takes you time to adjust, and that's a big challenge. But it is achievable, but with a little bit of creativity. Whether that's exploring a new city on foot versus, taking an Uber or some type of ride-sharing app to drive you around, just walk. Or if you're into yoga, you might be practicing that. Or if you like myself, I like finding a local gym and going to an actual gym. But if you have a hotel, most likely your hotel have a gym inside that you can take use of. If not, maybe just doing some type of quick workout in your hotel room. There's countless ways to incorporate exercise into your travel journeys. It's dinner time, so here is my dinner. I walked about 25 minutes away from my apartment to get this. Usually I don't walk that far, but this specific restaurant always have good choices, so I decided to eat there and get my food to go. And I don't know the name of this dish. It was in French. So if you're Mauritian or if you have visited Mauritius before, what's the name of this dish? It's basically an egg on top with vegetables, chicken, and rice with some type of sauce. It's very good. I always get the same thing when I go to this restaurant. But next time I'm going to explore and try a different dish. But this is part of my usual routine of walking. Either I'm walking to the grocery store, I'm walking to the gym, or I'm just walking to get my lunch or dinner. Sometimes I make my own lunch and dinner, and sometimes I just feel like, well, let me go out and try different dishes, in which you're seeing right now. So there's always some type of exercise in my daily routine. Now comes morning. My morning routine when I'm traveling is that if there's a gym, I'm going to go to the gym in the morning time. Therefore, I'm not going to eat a big meal before I go to the gym because that can cause you to regurgitate whatever you just had. So I'd rather eat something light, like fruit. And after the gym is when I usually eat my big breakfast. Now, since we're done with the health aspect, let's talk about the fitness part. The health aspect can apply to all people, but the fitness aspect is like an example would be like perfume or cologne. So you have to do whatever is best for you and your body. Meaning, once you get your fitness routine in and you start seeing results, stick with that. So with myself, I like to concentrate on muscle groups. So I concentrate on a muscle group a day. You have some people that like to do full body maybe every other day. Myself, I like going to the gym at least 5 to 6 times out of a week, out of 7 days. So with me concentrating on one muscle group or one muscle part a day with my body, because I have a high metabolism and I don't have that much fat, by me concentrating on one muscle group a day gives me the results of definition. And that's all I want. I just want to be more defined rather than some people might want the goal of they want to get bigger and all that. I just rather be more defined. And that's just me. That's what I personally like. I like being toned. I like having a lot of vascularity. And I like to have a lot of definition. Once you get to a certain size, you're not going to have the definition because you have more body mass. So you'll be big and everything, but once the shirt comes off, you're not going to see that much definition. So I want the opposite. I don't really care about getting big and all that. I just want to have vascularity, tonus, and definition. And that's why I said health and fitness, because it comes in that order. Health applies to everyone. The fitness aspect depends on your personal goals and what personally you're looking for, your results. So after the gym, what do I usually do? Well, one thing is that I hydrate. So all the water I lost from the gym, from sweating, I'm going to replenish that. And I was able to find a supplement store here in Mauritius, but most of the supplements, especially if they're coming from the U.S. or other countries, they're very expensive. So if you can, bring those along with you whenever you travel. And like I mentioned, after the gym, I have to hydrate because the human body is composed of maybe 60% water. So that's more than 50% of water your body makeup is. So to hydrate is essential, especially if you like myself and you sweat a lot, or you induce sweating by wearing heavier clothes like maybe a hoodie or a long sleeve t-shirt, pants, 2 t-shirts, whatever you use to induce sweating. This is just electrolyte supplement. Basically, it's minerals that you lose during the workout, which is sodium, potassium, calcium, and magnesium, that are vital in muscle function. And also, like I mentioned, you lose this after a workout, because sweating during the exercise not only leads to water loss, but also you lose a lot of electrolytes. And you can get all these electrolytes from foods. If you have pink Himalayan salt, you can just sprinkle a little bit of that in just regular water, and you can get your sodium. With your magnesium, you can get that from fruits. Just eat a banana. The only difference is anything you drink that's a liquid, it goes to your bloodstream and you get the effects much quicker versus than foods, because with foods, of course, you have to chew, and some of us do not chew correctly, and you just cause your body to do more work, and it just takes a little bit longer for your body to receive the electrolytes your body need in order to repair. And once you feel hydrated, then you could just start with your water intake for, that day. Because if you overdo it with the water intake, you got to remember, we're human. We're not animals. We're not cheetahs or lions. So we don't have the stomach acids as they do to break down the foods that we eat as humans. So you don't want to dilute your stomach acids in order to help you break down the foods you eat by drinking gallons and gallons of water. I don't think that's a good idea. And something else about the fitness aspect is the duration of time you go to the gym. It can vary from person to person. Myself, 1 hour is more than enough. My 1 hour consists of me just straight weight training. Also, you got to remember, the duration doesn't mean anything. What matters is results. So you have to do what works best for you. With me, anything over an hour is overdoing it. The body does need recover. And what I mean by that is, for myself, 1 hour of stressing my body out almost every day from 5 to 6 days out of a week is all what I need. Because you have mental stress and you have physical stress when it comes to the body. So just imagine, for example, having mental stress 5 to 6 days out of a week, out of 7 days. That's taxing on the body. So now we come to physical stress. Just imagine having physical stress on your body 5 to 6 times out of a week. That's a lot. So I find 1 hour is more than enough of straight weight training. That's it, that I can see the results that I want from my body. And again, while at the gym, it's just straight weight training of not going there to talk half the time. I'm not going there to drink water from the water fountain or bring my own water, because I do all the replenishing after my workout. So it is just straight weight training for an hour. What you're seeing now is just basically my breakfast, and that consists of eggs. I'm also having some fruits, and within my eggs, I'm going to put some olives. So I'm getting a good amount of protein. Also, I'm getting a good amount of fats coming from the olives. Now, with my eggs, because I'm not using any type of oil, and the reason is because I cook the eggs in boiling water, and because I'm not getting any type of fats from the cooking oils, I decided just to use olives to get some healthy fats in my diet. What you could take away from this video is that health is very important, more important than the fitness aspect of health and fitness. And it especially applies to someone that is a traveler, because most likely you don't have a routine, especially if you travel the world or travel to different countries very often. You don't have a routine. So health and fitness is very important when it comes to you. But once you do discover your routine, and your routine is basically just having discipline, you're repeating the same thing every day, every other day, or whatever your routine is, it requires discipline. But once you do discover this and you get into a good groove of repeating the same thing over and over, which is going to the gym or exercising, then you can finally treat yourself into whatever treat that might be, whether it is a donut or your favorite fast food restaurant or your favorite soda, whatever that might be. Then you can do that because you're disciplined at this point, and your discipline has finally paid off in achieving the body you want, which most people never achieve based on not going or starting and giving up. But for you, you're just maintaining what you have. Therefore, you can indulge in things that most people can't. So that's the end of this video. Hope you got some good information you can take along with you. Until next time.